When you feel like giving up, don't. When you thinking about giving up, don't. When it look like you ain't gonna make it, keep going.
Mark the date. This is the day where I almost quit. I almost gave up. I almost succumbed to my challenges and obstacles. The 8th of April 2021. Mark the date. Mark the date. So basically what was happening was all in my mind, right? On this specific day, I felt overwhelmed. I felt I couldn't go on anymore. This is basically in relation to the running of our foundation. This is in relation to business interactions and business engagements that I have. This is in relation to work-life balance. This is the day where I was throwing in the towel. I was literally throwing in the towel. I looked at the balance sheet of the business. Things were not coming together. I looked at the creditors owed. Things were not coming together. I looked at the fact that staff has to be paid. Things were not coming together. I looked at the fact that I don't have the energy. I don't have the flair, the drive. Things are just not coming together.
You got to be relentless.
But today's the 9th, and I woke up ready to get back to work, ready to go back at it. Because one thing that I know, it all boils down to discipline, perseverance, and never giving up. I spoke about the balance sheet earlier on, and that entails me looking at where are we missing it? Where is this gap that we need to close? What actions do we need to change to actually balance the balance sheet so that income surpasses expenses and profit is an over-exaggeration or an overcoming spirit of expenses, right? Profit is supreme than loss. So one had to look at all of those things and combine it as a concoction that is able to give clarity of mind, clarity of thought in terms of the actions that one needed to take.
Hey guys, so you have to make sure you have to subscribe to this video because it's amazing. Hey!
So I basically asked myself, what more do I have to lose? So I have the choice, right? I give up or I continue. So the question is, what more do I have to lose? If I don't give up, then there's a possibility that we're going to get out of this hole. We're going to manage to do better. We're going to manage to work out all of these challenges and obstacles in such a way that when we look back to this day, a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, then chances are we'll regret having given up. And then I looked at, okay, if I do give up, I've learned some lessons, but there's still the creditors, there's still the debt, there's still the surety that one has signed for, there's still the planned fundraising, planned engagement with communities and society that we've done under the foundation that still need to come to fruition. It's just plans at this point in time. They need to be acted upon. So we still need to sieve out the funds. We still need to source the funds. And if action is not taken, if I just quit, then what of it? It's not a great consequence and definitely not a great prospect to look up to.
Fail your way to greatness. Most people allow their fear of failure to outweigh their desire to succeed. When you're willing to fail again and again and again, when you make up your mind to become unstoppable, when you make up your mind to become a no matter what person, then that will then give birth to a part of yourself that you don't know right now.
But I have to say, I saw it coming. This day is a culmination of all the other incremental things that have been happening along this journey. This day is simply an incremental, it's a culmination basically of all that has happened up to this point. You know, when you look at your balance sheet, it tells you the picture right now, but everything, if you were to monitor it from month to month, I was seeing that there was a decline. I had seen that we had plateaued and that we're actually going down. I had seen that things were not working out, but the problem is that I wasn't taking action in relation to what I was seeing, right? I saw that COVID caused us to lose a lot of clients because businesses closed down, people were cutting costs, trying to save their own businesses, and you can't blame them, right? I saw all of that. I experienced all of that. Secondly, I saw that COVID didn't give us the opportunity to carry on with things the way things were. So the way we used to market, advertise, sell our business, the strategy had to change, but we didn't change it as much. And even when we did try to change it, we didn't implement things that were feasible, things that were lucrative, things that when we evaluated to see if they were working, even though we saw that they weren't working, we still continued with the hope that through just continuing and pushing and disciplining ourselves, the results were going to come. But sometimes if something doesn't work, as they say, if you continue with it, why do you expect different results? If something is not working, why expect different results? You won't get those different results if you are continuing with the same actions. And that is the problem. We were continuing with the same actions. We were selling in this, using the same methods, using the same approach, using the same methodology, using the same communication tactics, the same marketing tactics and techniques, and they were not working. They were not working, right? So it all led up to this day where you look at reality and you're like, do I give up or do I continue? Do I give up or do I continue?
You knew it was hard, but you did it hard.
Well, I'm choosing to continue. Okay, the 𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻 don't
Give up.
The 𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻 don't
Give up.
Let's go.
Let's go.
When I learn until I get able. But the 𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻 don't
Give up.
Whoa. The 𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻 don't
Give up.
I'm choosing to go through it. Through this challenge, through this valley, through this incline, through this bungee zone. I'm willing to continue. Why? Because the potential is there. Yes, we've lost a lot of clients, but a lot of clients have also stayed. Those very same clients have managed to keep us afloat up until this point. Yes, we're operating in the minus at this point, right? So that's why I'm making this video, because I want to, when I look back, I want to say, I'm glad I didn't give up. I'm glad there's been progress. At the same time, if a year from now, I feel this way, then chances are it's time to really rekindle my spirit, accept what is, and try to move on to something else. Because you can only imagine the type of negative that will be in at that point in time if things don't come full circle to us being in the pivotal position, in the pivoting position, in the proper operational profitable position that we were once in prior to COVID. We don't want to be a casualty of COVID. Get that straight. We do not want to be a casualty of COVID. And so, as this day reflects a day where we almost gave up, let it be a day where we are reborn, re-challenging ourselves, recalibrating ourselves, and looking forward to the future that is. Looking forward to the prospects that are. And then also putting forth actions that will steer us in the very same direction that we plan to be in. I mean, now we are 4 years old. Our foundation is approaching a year old now. And we've achieved a lot in this time, right? But that also now begs the question, are we gonna sit in the glory of past? Or are we gonna create new achievements? Are we gonna beat new milestones? Are we going to achieve more? Are we going to build more? Are we going to impact and contribute more? That's the question that we now sit with. So as you listening to this video right now, you might be feeling some type of way. You might be feeling exactly the way I'm feeling or was feeling yesterday. You know, and I'm making this video not to say that I'm 100% right now. There's still the issue of doubt. There's still the issue of fear. But there's also the matter of excitement. A matter of possibilities and unknown opportunities that we haven't yet seized. So I'd like to encourage you, no matter how you may be feeling today, to sit back, assess the situation as it is, be realistic with yourself during this time, but also try your best not to give up. If there's still hope in you, then keep pushing. If the spirit, the desire to achieve is still there, then keep pushing. Find a way, make a way, action your way out of feeling the way you feel right now. You have the capabilities. Let's recap in, say, 6 months' time, just to recap on this specific video of one almost giving up. Let's recap to this specific video, and then let's hope that in 6 months' time, when we both, you and I, look back, then we'll be happy with the results and the decision not to quit. Cheers.
6